Hello again. Here we are. Hello again. Here we are. The second week of Introduction to Cultural Anthropology. And this week I want you to think about kind of the breadth and depth of this idea of human variation. And by thinking about how humans vary, we can start thinking about the how to flesh out the idea of cultural relativism and how people are adapted to the conditions around them. We're going to start first with the physical variation that that we see in humans. This is a good area to work with because it's pretty well understood. It's probably the only place in anthropology you'll see very much about rules that actually work in describing human variation, and those variations have to do with skin color and body size and relative length of the arms and legs and color of eyes. All of that has to do with where you live in the world, or how you've lived in the world as a population for a period of time, probably hundreds of years in most cases. Now, the idea of populations and human variations is important because over the last hundreds, if not thousands of years, the idea of race has been given a lot of play. But under the scrutiny of science, race is not proven to be a useful concept. It just doesn't seem to tell us very much from a genetic scientific perspective. So we moved to this idea of human populations and how those populations adapt to the conditions in which they live. And the perhaps most important figure in that realm is that if you look at genetic variations between populations and within populations, you'll find that 85% of the variation in any population is between individuals within that population. There's only a small percentage of the genetic variation is between populations. So let's say human populations in tropical Africa with dark skins and small body sizes and so on, they're going to be not very much different genetically from people who live in Scandinavia and have large bodies and light-colored skin in terms of their variation. But in terms of the human population variations between those areas, but there's going to be a lot of variation within each of those places between dark skin and light skin and so on. So this week we'll work on this, setting our minds to rest in terms of human populations and how they vary, and then later on in the term we'll focus more on cultural variations and the impact that living in different environments in the world have on people under those circumstances. So here we go. Read your overview, read your textbook, take the quiz, get into your discussion clans, knock these ideas around. I've given you a question relative to adaptation and human variation that you can use to focus your discussions, and send me a nice report at the end of the term from each of your clans so that I can have the fun of working with whatever you found as well. Have a good week.